So here we are, look where we are. Slam 69 bike shop. So I've come to rebuild a wheel. A friend of mine wants his wheel built or rebuilt, and we've got very limited time. So I said I'd do it. Today is a Sunday, so obviously the shop's shut. And there's not much chance of anyone doing it today in the shop. So I'm going to come and do it. I've got to basically respoke this wheel and replace the bearings in the hub. So normally this would come off with your fingers, but this has been on so long it's welded itself to the rim. So I've finally got it off. You can see it's stuck. All this sealant has really welded itself around the rim. See inside the tyre is if you can see that. Let's get the valve out. Thankfully, these rims don't need an awful lot of tape. Now the thing to do if you're respoking a wheel is, because normally you would cut the spokes out of a wheel when you're rebuilding it, but one thing you must do is make sure you take one spoke out that's complete so you know what length they're going to be. And if it's a front wheel, it's probably not too bad. They're usually equal sides, equal lengths. Sometimes on the rear, the drive side will be shorter than the non-drive, sometimes, not always. So on the rear wheel, it's worth taking one out of each side just to double check. It can happen on the front as well, because there's a disc one side and not the other. So it might be worth just taking one off each side. But with a Fatbike wheel, fronts tend to be equal. And so yeah, take one out, and you can't, don't have to calculate then. You know you've got the right spoke for the job. So I'm going to go and grab a corresponding set of spokes for this. So we want 2, 5, 6. Not enough in there. Oh, luckily we've got another box, so we'll have some out of that one. Yeah, so you just check the new against the old, just to make sure they're the right length. Bang on, 2, 5, 6. Perfect. So a new set of spokes. That means we can cut out the old ones. So just empty this box. Right, that's 32 spokes. Right, spokes are out. Giving the rim a bit of a clean up. I'm now going to change the bearings in the hub. Although they feel perfect. Not sure I need to do them. I'm going to pop the end caps off and just have a look and see what state of the bearings, but they feel as smooth as smooth. So it just goes to show things can feel better than they are. That side's free, this side's C solid. So we're definitely going to need a bearing this side. And this side, yeah, this side feels smooth. It looks like it's had a bearing replaced at some point because this one's a different colour. So I'll pop that side out and then we'll get the end caps back in and get it built. Now, luckily we've got a bearing puller here in the shop, so we just need the right side to go in the end of there, which is that one. Put that inside the bearing and then tighten that up. And that grips the inside of the bearing, and then you get this, which is just basically a slide hammer. Fasten this to the end. Got him. Cool. That took some getting out. Just pinch my hand in the process. Yeah, this bearing is completely C solid. So I need another one of these. I'll get the correct one. Just find my glasses. So I can read the code on the bearing. I've got to the stage now where I have to have 2 pairs of reading glasses for different distances. Honestly, what a state to get in. So real up close, I need these. So these are 6804. 6804. That's what we want. So here you'll notice we've got lots and lots of bearings. These are standard Enduro bearings. These are for suspension. Max means for suspension. So these are all suspension bearings. And these are all wheel bearings mainly, and bottom brackets and things. So we keep everything. So I say we, I don't really have much to do with it anymore, but it's still my shop, I suppose, in theory, on paper. but I don't run it. Lee and Harry and the crew run the shop now beautifully. Right, I'm going to pop that back in there. Right, so that's all the nipples on, wheel laced up. I just need to tension it up now. Right, all done, taped up. Just got to pop back now. I've left the valve at home, which goes with this, so I'll do that back at home. Pop the tyre on and get it blown up. That's it, job done. So this is a view you don't, or I haven't been or shown you very often. This house here used to be where Lily Allen lived, pop star. We're up in Cranham. This is Cranham Woods. I'm looking at it from the other side. Over there is Mayhill. You see the hump on the top that I talked about the other day. Up there is top of Painswick Beacon. I don't know if you can see that. It's sort of there somewhere. That's Painswick Beacon. That's where I ride every day and look at the view. There's people up there now, I see. And so I've ridden all the way around through the woods, all the way around and then to here. And then I'm going to ride into Ebworth Woods now, which is another wood. So there's quite a few woods. I've actually been planning a new ride for a future event called Wood to Wood. And it rides from wood to wood for 75 miles in the area. So I'm quite looking forward to riding that and linking it all up. It's not by no means flat. I'll just say that. But anyway, that's something for the future. But I just look at the colours. Just look at the colours. It's amazing. So if I can zoom in a bit. Look at the colours. We were only saying this morning from the top of Painswick, just you got the green of the fields and then all the trees are turning gold. Beautiful time of year. But, yeah, so anyway, that was it. I just thought I'd stop. I saw this view and I thought I've got to stop and capture that. So anyway, I must get on. There's some dog walkers coming behind me. So just thought I better. I haven't actually said what I'm doing. So today I'm out on my bike, obviously, and I'm riding the Fatpacker route. I'm just checking it out. It's a new ride weekend thing I'm doing, just for fat bikes to come out and have a weekend out camping in the winter for a bit of fun. It's free to do. It's on the 15th of November, I think. I've got a few people coming, not sure how many are going to turn up. I expect everyone's looking at the weather and wondering if they want to, if it's pouring with rain, obviously they probably won't want to do it, but should be good. So I'm just trying out a route, nothing set in stone, be very flexible on the day, but I just thought I'd have a route that should everything be good. Weather-wise, this would be a good one. So that's what I'm doing. It's 35 miles in total. Obviously, I'm running it in one hit, not stopping to camp. Like I say, it's 35 miles in total. So 25 miles on the first day and then 10 on the second. But there's the option for more miles on the second day. More flat miles around the canal. It's just purely down to what we want to do on a Sunday morning. How everyone feels, what the weather's like. Just shut that gate. It's currently 2:30, so I didn't come out till 1 o'clock. So I could end up riding in the dark, I don't know, we'll see. See how it goes. Oh, got a bit of a runny nose. Okay, at least you know what I'm doing there. Catch you in a bit. Lovely woodland around this way, beech woods. We're now into Ebworth Woods. This is all National Trust. And in the past, this farmer used to hold motorbike trials in here and car trials, along with lots of other stuff. So it's got a bit of a history of motorsport and things, but now National Trust have clamped down on everything. So we used to run cross-country race series here, really, really popular, and they were very keen, but somebody in the local office changed, or a position was changed, different person came in and stopped it all. It's a shame, really. Now, I'm just going to introduce you to a friend of mine, which you've probably seen before in previous videos. A long lost relative, some people say. There he is. Nice to see you, mate. He features in a lot of photographs and stuff on Instagram. Mr. Paul Werty. He's always here. Paul Werton. Right, let's continue. I've sort of gone off the route that I planned, but this is a better route, so I just got to stay. I know where I'm going anyway. Right. Well, I'm coming to the end of Ebworth now, but I just wanted to mention something. GoPro, I use their mouth mounts, these mouth mounts. I'm on my 4th one now. They wear out quite quickly on the bike rubber, but I was just going down the hill and it snapped. The mouth part went crack and I went over a bump and it snapped. This is new, so I'm really peed off. So if the footage is a bit wobbly, it's probably why. I'm trying to grip it in my teeth where it's past the brake. But anyway, it's always something, isn't it? Right, what's the time? The time is 3 o'clock and the sun is still up. I guess it's going to be dark in 3 hours-ish, 3 or 4 hours, so haven't got an awful long time, so I probably will be going home in the dark. Not sure how much I'm going to film because I've got to crack on, and obviously filming really does slow me up. So I'm probably going to skip a bit now and get some miles in, and then we'll have a chat later. Right, let's get going. That's if I can get out. What's this say? Oh, no entry. CCTV. Damn it. Used to be able to get out of here. So, how am I going to get out? The road's just the other side of there. So I've got to get up there. It looks like on the map there's a path that goes up, so it's going to have to be a climb. I can't believe it. Last time I came here I rode straight out of there. So something's changed, but there's the road up there. Let's see the barrier. So I think there's a track back this way, so... this looks like some steps, is it? Oh, we'll see anyway. What do you think? Up there. It's showing something up there anyway. Right, that's where I'm going. Wish me luck. Sorry about the wobbly camera. All that just because of the gate being shut. Oh. Oh. Right. now on the other side of Sheepscombe Valley. We're in Sheepscombe there, looking down, and at Sheepscombe there, and up at the top is Saltridge Wood and Ebworth, which is just behind these trees here. That's the other side of the valley. So we've gone round in a big horseshoe, and, as I say, and then Cranham's back over that way. So we're now headed eventually to Stroud. So anyway, let's continue. I've gone off the track, you could say. It's down here somewhere. That's it. I know where I am now. And here we are at the famous Bull's Cross, where all the roads cross. Painswick's down there, Stroud that way. We're going off-road through here, by the look of it. Frith Wood. Not been here before. Never been here before in my life. Frith Wood. Oh, I'll be damned. No, didn't know this was here. Slad Road, which we were just, so we're about here somewhere. Yeah. This is not a footpath, wildlife only. What's this one? This is the ultimate barrier. So that there must be Stroud. Just trying to think now. I guess it is. Coming down off the top now, as you can see, obviously. A few cars up this way. One cool shot, look at that. I don't know if you can see the glistening of the cars coming down. I think they're coming off Robborough Common, or it could be Selsley actually. Selsley's over there where the windmill is. Mitchinhampton I think is up here, Robborough. So yeah, it's just Stroud. That's see the council offices and all the rest of it down there. So we're going to drop down onto the canal and then make our way through to the Daneway. Cool. What a picture though, what a sun. It really is something. Right, that's it, we're down and onto the canal. That's quite a big old drop from the top. Nice long descent. Stroud really is the land of the hippie. I wish I'd filmed more in the town, there's all kinds in there. I love Stroud, it's really nice. Reminds me a little bit of Glastonbury, similar vibe. Miss none of those hopping along. Right, we're onto the canal. This is the Stroud Water Canal now, right the way through to the Daneway. You've probably seen this on many of my videos. It's quite familiar territory now for a lot of the rides that we do. So I film bits of it, but I don't really need to film too much. Right, let's crack on. That's a donkey. That's a donkey up the front. This is also Stroud Brewery, where I may get a coffee. I have to say, these never-ending tunnels of golden leaves and gold and the yellow, you know, and the yellow and the green. It's lovely. Seem to have been riding it all day. Carpet of cornflakes. Yeah, it's a lovely bit of canal. This. It's a lovely cycle way. Well, yeah. I think it's pretty much, I think it's a bridleway. If not, it's a towpath anyway, so you can cycle it. And we do on a regular basis. This is part of the Surly 100 on the return route, or it has been. Trying to keep it in for next year, or this year I should say. No, next year, that's right. But the routes are still not finalised, but right, let's get under here. I've never managed to ride up that. I need a bit more commitment, especially now when it's really slippery. Ooh. There's a lake in there with otters. It's got a sign saying there's otters in that lake. I've never seen any, but I guess you'd have to sit and wait and see what you could see. Or the heron there. Yeah, apparently there's otters in here. It's a private lake. It seems really odd to see things flowering. There's stinger nettles coming up and they're flowering again, look, see? I saw a field of oilseed rape. That should not be coming up at this time of the year. Look at all the flowers. Like spring flowers are coming up. It's all up the creek. Climate change is really changing everything drastically. See, they had a hurricane in France yesterday because of the hot air rising caused a hurricane. I suppose I need to get used to all that. I go out of my way to never be, and try not to be political on my YouTube channel, and I'm not about to start now. Yeah, some people do, and I've seen people sort of side with a particular subject, and it doesn't help their viewing figures. It's not a good idea. Keep your thoughts to yourself. We all have our opinions of things. Just keep them to yourself. Just need a happy world. It's the important thing. Be happy to be kind to each other, and everything will be lovely. All right, come up to a stile. It's funny the things we do, isn't it, in life? Obviously I'm pedalling up here at no miles an hour, bottom gear, just chilling out. So it's a long road climb, so I've got no rush, so it's just take my time. So I obviously got time to think, and I was just thinking away, you know, it's funny what we do. It's funny what us humans do for what we call pleasure, i.e. riding a bike up a hill. But for some reason we get pleasure out of moving about. I suppose it's the visual thing. I've seen a lot today. As we go walking with the dog in the morning, and you sit on the seat having your breakfast, and you think, oh, I must take the dog for a walk. You don't get that sort of, I don't know, you don't get that rush of, oh my God, I must go out and take the dog for a walk. It's so exciting. Oh, wonderful, yeah. But when you get to the countryside and you look at the views and the peace and the quiet, you get it completely why you're up there, and it's the most pleasurable thing. You know, we all go on about being rich, and we all go on about having a fast car and a big house, but what our brain actually likes is very, very, very simple. And it seems to be nature, and seeing nature, whether it be a view of the sea, a lake, reflection on a lake, woodland like this, colouring, changes in the colours. You know, in the spring you get to see all the fresh green leaves coming out, and in the autumn you get the change as it changes to gold, and then they fall off and rest for the winter. But it's, for some reason, it's very pleasurable to look at, and I guess that's part of why we like to go out. I mean, cycling for me is about the journey, not about the actual pedalling. The pedalling is a means to get to see what you want to see, and the bonus is it keeps you fit and healthy, and your brain alert, and your senses, your sense of balance is constantly woken up. Your brain has to balance the bike, and because I ride off-road a lot, your judgment is improved or kept going because you're having to negotiate stuff. So it all helps. Of course, the worst thing you can do is sit in a house, sit in a chair and watch TV. It's the opposite. It dulls your body, your muscles just disappear,
your senses disappear, and you just become numb to life, and you get depressed and the rest of it. You eat bad food, you do nothing. So I think, yeah, to answer my question, why do I do this? It's wonderful. How can I put it in a better way, really? It just makes you feel wonderful. And afterwards, you've got the bonus. You know, your health is improved, your heart rate, your heart's improved, circulation, your muscles, your brain. You can eat more food, good food. That's important. Eat good food. Look after your body. Reward it with good food. You know, it's a tool. You don't put sawdust in your car and expect it to keep going. So why would you put junk into your body and expect nothing to go wrong? Sorry, I've got two trucks. One behind and one in front, and this road's shut. They must be builders. But yeah, we put junk into our bodies and expect it to be okay with it, which is a bit mad, really. I talk about food a lot, I know, and it does matter. And it does. And the colours on the clouds are changing. It's lovely, isn't it? The blue of the sky, all the colours. We do love colour. I do love the colours. People love a sunset, a nice crimson sunset. It's colours. I think it all comes down to colours. Look at that tree. The colour of this tree coming up. Yeah. So I guess that's it, really. Our body likes views, colours, experiences, and we love fresh air. Okay, here endeth the lesson. I'm telling you now, I just saw a kangaroo. Now this is the second time I've seen one up here. One kangaroo hopping around. It's not a muntjac, because it hasn't got a white bum. It hops. So someone's let a kangaroo loose. Nearly home. A couple of miles. 1 mile to go. Oh my word. It's October. Someone's got their Christmas tree up. It's October. What the hell? I don't believe it. It's the M5. Right. That's it. I will see you back at the ranch. Here we go. We're back. Just about had enough light left. Look at that, it's flashing. Down to the last little bit. So let's get those charged. Done. Excellent. Excellente. When I left, I was riding up first hill up Watery Lane, I think it was, or somewhere. Oh no, up through the bird park. Thinking, I don't know if I like this bike anymore. Oh, I'm going to have to change it to something lighter. Oh, I think it's just because I hadn't warmed up and I was just straight out of the house, just had my dinner, because within half an hour everything was fine, and I love it. It's a great thing. The pinion gearbox is heavier. This is the downside. That is the big downside. It's a kilo heavier, but to be honest with you, I think if I was to swap back to a normal bike, fat bike, the same setup, I don't think I'd notice much difference. I think it's just me getting older and being more, I don't know. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to go have some tea. Sheila will be waiting. Catch you later. See you later in the week. It must be Wednesday. What are we doing, Sheila? Go for a walk.
Oh.
Must be our Wednesday walk.
Wednesday walk.
We've sort of got a favourite loop that we do. We tend to find places and then stick with them for a while. This is Sireford, so we do a 4-mile loop, and it's lovely to see the seasons changing. Yeah, one thing you notice this year especially is the amount of fruit on the trees, and especially apples. There are apples everywhere, and the dark thing is they're for sale in the supermarket, so people buy them, but they're free everywhere, all over the place. For some reason people don't pick them anymore. That's pretty, isn't it? Can't they come and collect that parcel soon? It's sat outside there. Yeah, we tend to do this every week. Every Wednesday we go for a walk somewhere, and for the last few weeks we've come here. It's about a 4-mile loop. I'll put the route on in the video, you can see. There's a load of routes around this way. If you want to find them, it's the easiest thing to do is use Komoot. If you've got Komoot, and tap hikes, and then pick an area on the map and just click search, and it will suggest routes that other people have done, and you can find something that suits you. Sometimes they have photos on the routes and stuff. God, what a beautiful day. It's the one day of the week I think that's going to be fine. Tomorrow's supposed to pour, or tonight. Actually, overnight tonight. Tomorrow's not looking too clever. And then it's going to warm up again, I think. Get the ball, BeBe. Come on, man. Come on, pull it down. So here's something we've noticed since having BeBe and doing regular dog walks. Is the cycling gets better. I think it's just because you're training your ticker, because a lot of the time you're possibly in zone 2, which is good for endurance, but also we do a lot of hills, so it just seems to keep my legs going, and it does definitely improve your cycling. Well, I've noticed it anyway, because I've done less cycling and more walking, but when I do go cycling I'm fine. You know, it's not like I've lost any endurance or speed, so it's doing something. Got so many fallen trees in the last few weeks. There seems to be more each week. And loads of fungus growing. Look at that. I think I took a picture of this last week. It's sort of gone off a bit now.
We're going to do a bit of limbo now.
Oh, a bit of limbo. Ooh. That lovely. Cycling or walking, as long as you're in the countryside, it's gonna make you feel good. If ever you're down in the dumps, feel like life's not worth living, and even if you can't walk or cycle, just drive out into the countryside like this and just go for a little tiny meander on days like this, and it lifts your spirits. See these every week. They're very content. Nice bit of grass growing again. So curious, look. And big ears. With big fluffy ears. Curious about this little person. Expect. Oh, one thing with regard cows, there's a field that we go through, which the next field has a bull in it, and it's clear from the deposits in the field that they've been in the field we walked through. So I haven't actually found an alternative route yet, but we're not walking through that field if the bull's in there. So we'll have to just check. I imagine there'll be a sign on the gate. There should be. Farms are supposed to put a sign up. Bull in field. Lovely old thatched cottages. Look at that. Proper England. Oh, the quince tree. These are quinces. Never had a quince. No idea. Oh, it smells quite nice, that does. Smell that.
It is a pear.
Yeah, that smells lovely. Crikey. We walked past this, never even thought about trying a quince. It's sort of gone now. God, that smells lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a pear.
Look at that lovely little cottage.
Look it up.
Red kite. I don't know if you can see it. Where are we?
Sevenhampton.
Oh yeah, St Andrew's Church, Sevenhampton. There's a little. As I keep saying, churches have taps. There's one there with a dog bowl. What are you up to?
Scrumping. It's nice there. Scrumping. Nice apples. Foraging.
What do you do with them all?
Forage. Make apple crumble.
Yeah, take it home, stew it, put it in the freezer, or make a pie, or make a crumble. Why waste it? It's a lovely garden, that is, full of wildflowers and vegetables. And so this is the field I mentioned that might have a bull in it, but there's a little board there which I think would probably have a sign saying bull in field, but last week they were up in that field up there. Can't see anything. We should be alright. Come on, you two. There's a must be a well or a spring here, because this is a pump house.
Yeah.
It's usually running, pumping water, I imagine, up to the farm somewhere or something. But it's not running today. Mm.
Oh my. I'll get that one. I reckon.
Go. For the first time since March, I've put long trainers on, and I really wish I hadn't. It is so hot. It's got to be about 14 degrees, I would think. It's too hot for this coat. I'm absolutely cooking. What's the date? October the 22nd today?
Yep.
Yeah. There we go, we're back. Go on then, BeBe. Back to the van. The slam van.
Back in the workshop.
Back in the workshop. I was going to check a couple of things. One is I haven't charged the battery in the pinion gearbox yet. So should we have a look and see what we've got left in it? I haven't charged it since I had it, not once. So we'll have a quick look. Let's just get the app up. It's been so long I forgot where to go. Right, pinion. Need my glasses for this. Pinion Smart Shift gearbox, battery charging. Right, turn it on. You have to hold the shifter down for 3 seconds. Can you see that? I haven't charged this since I had it. 66% battery still. 68, sorry. So there you go. Amazing. Still not had to charge it. All the rides I've done. The thing is, you can forget. I must admit, I was riding the other day thinking, oh my goodness me, I haven't checked the battery. And I'd still forgotten. And I thought I'll just find out what it is. True to form, I'm looking to I'm gonna build a fast, lightweight, light as possible fat bike. I want to do it. I've got to do it. Why is because I rode my Herbie the other day. Rode Herbie the 29er the other day, and I did the fastest 50 miles I've ever done since starting Strava around the Forest of Dean. I did 84k. Really, really impressed. But it wasn't very comfortable. And I was thinking, oh my God, I need to have a lightweight fat bike. So I'm going to build a lightweight fat bike. So these are the rims I'm going to use. These are my old head carbon rims. These are 400 grams. They like a piece of paper. Look, they bend. They're so light. Single skin. I did crack one a long time ago, and I rode it for ages and ages and ages before I got it repaired. It's been repaired ages now, and I've just done nothing with them. So I'm going to rebuild these. I've got some hubs. So I've got my old black Hope hubs, which I took out of some wheels the other day. Now I was going to buy some lightweight hubs, but I really can't justify spending any more money. So I've got the rims, I've got the spokes, so I'm going to build the wheels, and the frame I'm going to put them on is determined by the rear hub. Now I wanted to build the bow tie up, which I've got over there, and I wanted to sell the Raven. I told you this a while ago. I said, that's it, I'm selling a Raven, nothing's going to change. This hub will only fit this frame. So I'm going to have to use this frame. And then that frame is going to have to go. I cannot have just frames kicking around. It's too much money. Anyway, I'm not going to, actually I shouldn't have said that. Let's just say I'm going to build this up now as light as possible. So as light as possible with what I've got. So I've got some carbon bars, I've got some rims, lightweight rims, got lightweight spokes from last time. I've got cranks. I'll probably use the seat post out of my Herbie because it's titanium, don't need a dropper. This is purely lightweight, just to see. I've got some forks. I want to see how fast I can do that same distance in the same location on a fat bike. So that's the mission. Not sure when it's going to be because I need some nice weather. At the moment it's pouring. So, but I need to get the wheels built first. So I'm going to dig out the spokes, which I've got here somewhere. Actually, before I go any further, I'm going to put a microphone on because I keep forgetting to do it. Is that better? Right. That should help a bit. Right, so spokes. had these spokes for ages. These came out of these wheels. I'm certainly not buying any more. This is for me. There's the spokes. You have to use special nipples with a seal because you don't need any tape for these rims. So I've got everything here. And I've also, like I mentioned just now, I don't know whether I put this video on here, I broke my mouth mount and I'm going to try and fix it, but that's not going to be in this video. So yeah, let's get and build some lightweight wheels, shall we? Yeah, I really want to see how fast I can do it on how it compares 29er to a lightweight fat bike. I've got tyres, I've got everything I need, so I should be able to just crack on and get it done. Yeah, I sort of got the urge to go fast momentarily. I don't know for how long, but I think it's just curiosity, just to see how good a fat bike, how fast. Actually, they are. These are Revolution spokes. These are skinny as skinny. So these will be some lightweight wheels. I'll probably weigh these once I've finished. So I'm in toying with doing a Q&A. I'll be honest with you, I don't really like them. I've watched other people's and it's a bit long-winded. So what I was going to do is I was going to put out, or I was going to say, send me questions. If you want to ask me something, send me some questions in the comments below, or I'll put another video out asking you to do it. But yeah, ask me some questions and I will answer if I can. It would be good if it's obviously around biking, or it could be around food, or it could be whatever. Just ask me what you like and we will go from there. And let's see what's what. But I keep thinking to be a bit more interactive with you guys. Let's just concentrate a minute, get this right. Yeah, various things going on. My health seems to have settled because I've sort of stuck on a certain amount of tablets, so I'm going to go with it for now. I feel good, feel fine. I feel it's sort of leveled out, if you know what I mean. So I'm able to do stuff. So I went out the other day testing a route for the Fatpacker, which it was okay, but I think for the type of event that I want to do, it's probably too hard, because it's not supposed to be a hard thing. It's supposed to be a bit of fun. So I've got another route now I've done, and I need to ride that before the 15th, which isn't long, 15th of November. Plus, a friend of mine wants me to go and check out another route for Global Fat Bike Day, which, if I've got time, it's going to be near Leamington. If we've got time to go and ride it. Otherwise, it'll probably have to be Forest of Dean. Global Fat Bike Day is usually around the 5th of December. I'm not sure exactly date. But the official day is a Saturday. But we always hold ours on a Sunday. But this year, I may do a Saturday and a Sunday. We'll see. So yeah, I was going to do bike-related videos only. But I noticed a couple of people have messaged me saying they love the mixed content. So this week I've included a walk, obviously, as you've seen. And I'm obviously back in the workshop doing stuff. I was going to do a recipe for a bit of food this as well, like Sheila doing another, but I'm going to do that next week. We've also been doing a lot of foraging. We went out this morning and we picked some mushrooms today. They were clearly the edible type because they're quite recognisable, standard, like a standard mushroom that you'd buy in the supermarket. So I got some of those. That's just had those for dinner. So that was free. We've also been picking up loads and loads of apples because there's so many apples around. Anyway, I'm waffling. I want to run this bike light. So I'm going to weigh something a minute for what I want to do. So I've got a set of titanium forks, which I've had for a long time. They're great, they're super light, but they're flexy when you brake and off-road. But I think for what I want to do, these could be actually quite good. So we'll just weigh that with the axle. 966. Oh, no, these are lighter. 811 with the axle. So forget the tie ones, put the carbons on.
Right, that's sorted that, answered that question. Carbon forks it is. Right, I'll get and true these up. You don't need to watch all that all over again. I've done it so many times now. Right, got spins well. Right, see you in a minute. What happens to tyre sealant if you let it dry out over a long period of time? This.
So, where are we at? We have 2 wheels. Up and done. Built, tyres on. Haven't put sealant in yet, which I will do. I've got to get another valve for one wheel because it's only, I've got a real odd valve in this one. It's just a bit holding, but so I've got to, I think I've got the rest of the stuff. I'm just going to have a quick look around now and see what parts I need. But Project Fast Fatbike's coming together. So I've got forks. I've got a rear brake already on there. Front brake here. And a headset, which I can take off this suspension fork. So I'll take that off there. I should have some discs somewhere, rotors. Rotors. Yes. I've got a stem. Might have to be that one. I've got some bars, but are these 35? Oh, they are. They're not going to fit. Although I could replicate the other ones. That's it, that's what I use. I've got these. These are the same, that are exactly the same as the ones on Herbie. So I've got brakes, gears, cassette. I've got a Gerber cassette, super light, grips are there. I've got everything. Right. 20 to 5. Right, I might come back and do this. Hello, right, it's the next day and time to get this bike finished as much as we can. Project Fast Fatbike. Right. Got the wheels. They've just, I haven't put any sealant in them yet, but they're almost, yeah, just pop some sealant in and that'll be good. Right, I need to get the seat post out of Herbie. That can go in there. Just been down to the Forest of Dean to see our son. I've got a bit of time, it's Friday afternoon. I haven't got oodles of time, but I'm going to try and get this bike built for this video. I won't be riding it today, but I'll get it built. So we'll see what Project Fatbike looks like. Take all this off. And we'll see. Let's get that off there. That off there. I'm going to need that as well. And then I'm going to need the front brake. Hopefully, I've been interested to know. I'm trying to get people to watch my videos to the end because apparently that's what makes YouTube happy. Is people watching your video to the end. So even if you don't watch it, can you leave it on? Leave it in the background and just let it run. Well, that might sound a bit cheeky, but obviously not everybody leaves it on and they just move on to something else. But well, let me know what you think about the video. I mean, obviously if you haven't got this far, then you're not going to read it, you're not going to hear what I'm saying, but I might put something at the start of the video instead of at the end. It might make more sense. Yeah, the weather's not looking too bad next week, so hopefully I can get and do this 84k again. I said I'd never do it again, but I think it will be a little bit, it'd be interesting to see the difference in the ride, how I feel, how fast it is, because I'm not going to look at the speed that much until I've finished, because there's nothing worse than clock watching I'm just going to ride to my heart rate again like I did last time, around about 140 beats a minute. And just do the same. And would it be interesting if it was quicker? I don't think it, I'll be honest with you, I don't think it will be. But I think it'll be more pleasurable. That's what I'm hoping for. I won't feel quite so fed up at the end, you know, as I get towards 4 laps or end of 4 laps. I was feeling pretty, I knew I've had enough of this. And I forced myself to do the next 2 laps. Right, that's that off. Put that away. And then we'll get the fork in the frame. The good thing about these tie frames, there's no cups. So everything's interchangeable really quickly, as you can see. It's great. I love it. This bike has been together backwards and forwards about 3 times in the last year. I had this built twice. If you remember, I built it up as a 29er, then stripped it because I said I'd never ride a 29er on a fat bike again because I had Herbie, and then lo and behold, I'm back building it as a lightweight fat bike. But yeah, this is probably more of what I should have been doing with it. Got the gear lever on. I'm going to set that up, get the grips on, get the wheels in, got to get some sealant in the tyres, get some pedals on, and then we're almost good to go. Sets on, rotors on, sealants in, wheels in. Lovely. Front wheel now. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Have a great week. I will see you next week, hopefully. Take it easy, people. Stay dry. Catch you later.